Hey everybody, welcome to the Soap Thing Project, or if you've been here before, welcome back. Oh, this is it. This is the last video you're going to see on the Soap Thing Project for the next 5 to 6 weeks. We have arrived at the sunset of this era of the Soap Thing Project and the dawn of a new one. The U.S. Air Force is about to send me from Scott Air Force Base in southern Illinois to Incirlik Air Base in Turkey for 12 months. But with regard to the Soap Thing Project, all is not lost. I have a plan to keep this project going well into the foreseeable future, but for the next year or so, it's going to be a lot slower than it used to be, about 1 to 2 videos a month. So when the project picks back up again at the end of June, I'll be sure to refresh everybody's memory about how things are going to proceed for the next 12 months.
Stay here. I'll be back.
In the meantime, let's do our last shave. Yes, let's do that. We're going to use Worx Finale. And this soap is the very last shaving soap that Worx made before they went out of business. And it's a good one, in my personal opinion. It's a really good one. The scent notes are vetiver, rosewood, teakwood, cardamom, honeysuckle, balsam, and sandalwood. We will talk about the scent more during the shave like we always do. But it's a darn good one. It's a shame that Worx had to come to an end, but here we are. Let's talk about the ingredients. I'm not going to put all the ingredients at the bottom of the screen because it's a discontinued soap making brand, so it's not going to matter. But the highlights of the notes were coconut oil, beef tallow, cocoa butter, shea butter, jojoba oil, and glycerin. So certainly no slouch. It was a perfectly acceptable soap base. And that's what we're going to use today. 4 ounces of soap, Worx Finale. Let's use that. As for the aftershave, we're going to use a designer aftershave balm. It's Versace Dylan Blue. And I'm not sure if you can see the gold print on this dark blue squeeze bottle. But the scent on this is pretty good. It's bergamot, incense, grapefruit, and ambroxan. Which amberwood, ambergris, ambroxan, most of these are going to be synthetic ambergris. But nonetheless, it's got a citrusy, kind of incensey, shower jelly, woody sort of vibe to it. It's your typical kind of designer blue fragrance, but it's mass appealing and it certainly smells good, I think. It's not terribly original, but it's good. So we're going to use it for the shave today. The razor is going to be this 1957 Gillette Tech. It's a C1, so first quarter 1957, and this has been replated by somebody. I bought it off the shelf, already replated, and I can't remember who I bought it from. But it's definitely been replated, and when I first learned how to shave with these, the very first double-edged razor that I ever used was a Gillette Tech. So whenever I use one of these, it's like saying hi to an old friend. And these are nickel-plated brass, and I got to tell you, they're tough as nails. Like this was made in 1957, and it looks as good as the day it was made. So it's definitely withstanding the test of time, and we're going to use it here today. We're going to put a Gillette Platinum blade into it. Yep, Gillette Platinums. I haven't used these in a while, so we're going to use them here today. We've got a Wolf Whiskers brush today. It's a big old boy, 28mm Maggard SHD Fan Badger, and this is more colors than I could probably count. It's called a Random Color Explosion, which is probably made from leftovers of resins that were used to make other brushes, and then it was just poured in together. This shape is called Kaylee, and it's a Maggard exclusive, so I didn't have to get on Peter Wolf's list to get this. I just bought it off the shelf from Maggard, brand new. And it's a darn good brush. I don't tend to prefer brushes that are this big, like a 28mm, but this one's not too bad. It ingests lather like any other big badger brush, but we can definitely use it to some serious success, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. Wolf Whiskers brush. And then we're going to chase the shave with some Mancera Instant Crush. And this is a 10 milliliter decant I got from Decant X. And Instant Crush has a substantial resemblance to Baccarat Rouge 540. It's got vanilla, rose, ginger, amberwood, and saffron in it. So we're going to use that after the shave. It just occurred to me that we sort of have this hodgepodge of seemingly random, unrelated scents. So if you're going to do a final shave, that's one way to do it, is with a wide variety of stuff. So let's take all this together and let's do the shave. Okay, for this video, there's about 2 days growth in the face today, maybe a little bit under, about 44 hours. For the pre-shave, we're going to use the PAA Ice Tube pre-shave. This might or might not add extra slickness or protection to the shave, but one thing it is going to do is add menthol to the shave. And that's exactly what we're trying to do. So let's wet the face. Okay, we're not going to do a top-down shot of building a lather because my other camera and my other tripod are already packed in my luggage. But we have the Hendrix Classics & Company stainless steel bowl with the K-Shave Works finale lathered into it. And a little bit of advice, if you're going to use the Hendrix Classics & Company stainless steel bowl, if you're going to buy this bowl and use it, you might want to err on the side of using smaller brushes with it, like a 22 or a 24, because this 28 millimeter was banging against the sides and making a ruckus. So it doesn't quite fit in there very well, but here we have the shaving soap, and let's put the pre-shave on. We don't want to talk about it and then not use it, so let's do that. Here we go. Hope everybody's having great shaves that are keeping you in a great mood. My last video might not have put everybody in a great mood, but hey, shit happens. Okay, let's work this into the face. Okay, ooh, I can feel it kicking in already. That's a good menthol kick right there. Okay, here we have the Wolf Whiskers brush. Let's work this into the face. Scent strength on this is a perfectly average 3 out of 5, so easy to smell, but not overbearing. I hate it when I do that. Stand by one. Okay, we're back in business. Here we have the Gillette Tech right here with a Gillette. Actually, it doesn't have a blade in it yet. Now the Gillette Tech has a Gillette Platinum blade in it. If we can't do the shave after this, I give up. Okay, here we go. Let's dip it in the water and let's do a shave with it. Oh, buttery smooth. I gotta tell you, Gillette Techs, if you've never used one before, were always kind of the razor that everybody could use. It's smooth, yet pretty mild. It's only got about a 0.56 millimeter blade gap last I checked. But with a Gillette Platinum in it, it's mild but buttery smooth. I think pretty much everybody could use this. It was designed to be the everyman razor. But you might be bored by this if you are really enjoying aggressive razors. Let's awaken the iPhone cheat sheet and talk about the scent on this. This soap right here. Okay. So like I said earlier, vetiver, rosewood, teakwood, cardamom, honeysuckle, balsam, and sandalwood. So for the most part, this smells exactly like it sounds. It smells grassy, woody, rich, warm, and sweet. But there's something about it that I can't quite place. It's got this crackling sort of facet. Not like an effervescence. It's like this crackling kind of... It's like cinnamon bark. It's got this kind of... oh, it's hard to describe. But it's good though. It's got this rich cardamom in it. It's got rosewood and teakwood. I think what I'm getting, that crackling sensation I'm getting, is from the teakwood, the cardamom, and the honeysuckle. It's got 3 different kinds of wood, so it's definitely really woody. I think it would be a little too dry woody if it weren't for the cardamom and the balsam, giving it this richness and sweetness. Oh. It's a really comfortable shave so far. Alright, pass number 2. Actually, wait a minute. I can get away with getting some of that off. There we go. Alright, pass number 2. Now, one of the things that sucks about going to Turkey for a year, and this was the exact same the last time I went to Turkey, was that my wife couldn't go with me. So she has to stay here the entire time. And that wouldn't be too horrible, except for the fact that my wife has multiple sclerosis. Now, she is almost non-symptomatic, but the only problem that she has is that her hands are numb. And so she has some issues gripping things and opening jars. Driving isn't super hard, but writing with a pencil isn't as easy as it used to be. And it kind of worries me that, you know, we hear about people that have multiple sclerosis, and we have this horror story playing out in our mind that, you know, they could have an attack that puts them in a wheelchair. And then what are you going to do? Now, statistically speaking, that's unlikely. But it does make you worry. So all I can do is hope that all goes well. I mean, I have emergency leave if I have to take it, but I'm pretty sure we'd all prefer if it doesn't have to come to that. She's been so brave through all this. She gets these infusions every 6 months that are really... they give her this really intense allergic reaction that kind of puts her out of commission for a few days. It's hard for her to do her job because she's so tired and kind of groggy from it. But it keeps her from having more attacks. If you don't know what I'm talking about, multiple sclerosis is basically where your body will attack its own white blood cells, a certain type of them, and that causes nerve damage. And if you don't get on some sort of treatment to keep your body from doing that, it will eventually cause so much nerve damage that you can't walk, you can't talk, you can't use your arms or your legs. It can really debilitate and kind of take you out of commission for day-to-day life. I hate to end things on a somber note, but there's also reasons to be optimistic. She's got a good paying job. She's got robust private sector health insurance on top of military health care, so we don't have any medical bills, so it could definitely be worse. Okay, let's wipe all this off. Let's have a rinse. Some pretty good residual slickness, so I'm going to take advantage of it right now. Okay, let's see what the Prorazo alum block has to say. I think I know what it's going to say, but let's try it. Right under here is a little bit of stinging. That's slightly surprising. But for the most part, no feedback, just right under here. Weird. Okay, let's move on to the aftershave. Okay, time for some Versace Dylan Blue Aftershave Balm. Let's put it on. And this stuff is really runny, so if you open it up upside down, it's just going to come flying out. So I suppose you could say the rev limiter on this kind of sucks. And you better be careful, otherwise you're going to peel out with that one. You know what, I'm going to use some more, because this stuff is really soothing on the face and it smells great. All these designer aftershaves really do feel good on the face, in spite of the fact that they have ingredients in them that's probably not the greatest. Oh, but they certainly feel good. Ah, that smells great. Amazing. It is amazing. Okay, let's put some Mancera Instant Crush on. Now, Mancera is a niche fragrance house that has some pretty affordable niche fragrances, but they are beast mode performers. So you better go lightweight on the trigger, otherwise you're going to choke everybody out. So I'm going to do one spray back there, one right here, and one right there. And even that's probably a little too much. I'm going to come out of the bathroom and my wife's going to be like, seriously, dude, what the hell? So, but I guess more power to her. Let's talk about Shaveworks, the finale. It's a shame that we will never see anything like this again, because the scent is really unique. I love this thing, and once I run out of it, it's going to be a sad day. Definitely a sad day on the Soap Thing project when this goes away. Okay, now before I get out of here, let's talk about a couple expectations I have for you. I expect you to do two things. Number one, I expect you to shave like you mean it. I've always expected you to do that. Make every shave count. Number two, I expect you to take care of your families to the fullest extent humanly possible. Because I'm about to be put in a position where I can't do that for the next 12 months. So you're going to have to overcompensate and take care of your families and make sure they have everything they need at all times. Those are my expectations for you. That'll be the shave for today. I want to thank everybody for watching, and until next time, this is Soap Thing telling you, shave like you mean it, stay out of trouble, take care. Thanks for watching.